So if I'm comparing kind of monthly costs, if I'm just signing up for a monthly subscription, Esignal works out about $165 for the charting package plus software. You'll have your exchange fees for all of these different options here. The exchange fees are going to be extra, but they're kind of real small in the whole scheme of things. They also have a free demo available, free trial for 30 days, so definitely go ahead and use that. Metastock. Now Metastock runs at about $235 if you're using their kind of best inbuilt data feed. There's no free trial advertised. I'm sure you could ask for something online or via the kind of customer support, but I didn't see anything kind of available easily there. I really think they're kind of, in my mind, kind of ruled out in terms of being on the cutting edge and what they're doing developing that platform, and I think the $235 is rich for what they have. MetaTrader is free and no demo required because it's free. You just load it up and off you go. But as I said, this is a very specific piece of software, so you have to be into a particular type of trading, kind of automated trading on Forex particularly. If that's your thing, then MetaTrader is the way to go. But if you're not sure what kind of type of trading style you're exploring, then MetaTrader is not the right choice. Multicharts works out about $156 a month on a fairly long-term contract with a decent data provider. They do have a 30-day free trial. Multicharts is a very strong contender. $165, that's kind of the right kind of pricing in terms of close to Esignal and so on. NinjaTrader ends up being a little bit cheaper, about $140 per month, and I understand why so many traders have moved to NinjaTrader. Very easy in terms of low barriers to entry to get up and running with NinjaTrader, and they're reasonable at the end of the day at $140. Free if you to download a demo of the software. You have to pay for live trading once you kind of go live, so that's what the $140 per month fee kind of indicatively will be. And then lastly, Tradestation. Tradestation, believe it or not, if you're a brokerage customer, this works out at about $25 a month. That will be kind of your data feeds, and that's if you're signing up for something like the E-mini package. If you're using Forex and equities, it'll be $0. Yes, you're going to pay through kind of the brokerage commissions and so on, but as I said, they're very competitive, so just bear that in mind. However, if you're not a brokerage customer, if you don't want to become a brokerage customer, you're looking at $275 a month, and I think that is on the high side. But this is a professional platform, so for a lot of professionals, $275 a month is not very much at all. Although it's not advertised, you can get a 60-day kind of free trial using Tradestation. Most of the third-party kind of partners offer that, but you have to ask them kind of specifically for that. So just bear that in mind. If you want to demo the software, there'll be a small cost for kind of the data subscription for the month or two that you want to trial it. But for $30, $25 or so on, that's a small price to pay in order to kind of test out a pretty solid platform. Before making your final decision, I have a couple of suggestions. First of all, do go to the charting software individual kind of forums. You'll understand kind of the frustrations that customers are seeing, the questions that they're asking, kind of understanding kind of the type of traders and the things that they're doing to see is that a forum that you want to join? Is that the kind of trader you are? Do you match their kind of demographic? EliteTrader.com, TradeToWin.com, both have reviews on software. Elite Trader has a more comprehensive list of the reviews of different charting software, but some of them are a little bit older. Trade to Win has tried to be more up to date and get that kind of those reviews going more up to date, but there aren't very many reviews yet there, but definitely worth checking out. But be aware of the dates that the comments are made by various traders, because things do change, charting platforms do evolve. Go to the trading magazines and read the reviews. Again, stick with the latest reviews, try to avoid the old ones, because again, this is a moving feast. Do a Google search on your particular platform and things like a review or problem or issues kind of raised, just to see what kind of things kind of come up. What are the frustrations? You need to understand what the downside is. And if you've got a particular bent in terms of your methodology, if you are a Fibonacci a guru through and through, and you want to use Esignal, do a search for Esignal and Fibonacci and see what comes up, and understand what your options are and how satisfied people with your kind of methodology bias are with that. that particular platform. And then lastly, nothing beats a demo. So do test your own markets and chart setups and needs. I'm a fairly simple trader in terms of the usage of my system. I have 3 or 4 windows open during the day, trading at any one time, and it's one market. So I'm not sophisticated, and I'm running on one terminal. So I'm not really pushing the extremes. However, I am using tick charts and some pretty intensive kind of tick charts there. But if you're using multi-monitors, if you're looking at dozens of different markets, if you're using lots of tick charts, if you want to be doing back testing at the same time as trading during the day and all of those things, you need to see if your particular platform that you want to choose is up to the task. So do get a demo and do check that your kind of chart setup and your needs will actually work on that platform. Then lastly, just as a summary, I know this is a long video, but if you have a methodology bias, then your options are going to be simpler and more limited, and they may well change and evolve, and just be wary of that. You might start up as a kind of an Elliott wave aficionado, and you might end up being a candlestick pattern kind of aficionado. So things do evolve and change, so just be aware of that, and that you might actually want to keep your subscriptions kind of shorter term if you kind of change over time. If you have a broker bias and simpler charting needs, then focus on the pricing and the functionality of the platform. The brokerage cost will be kind of key to you, and being able to get the right functionality within that kind of trading and charting platform will be kind of your major kind of decision criteria. If you have a data bias and again it's kind of simpler charting needs, then again focus on the market coverage. If you want a whole heap of different markets, different time zones, different news feeds and so on, make sure that you have all of those things that are important to you, and make sure it's easy to use to be able to get between those different exchanges, those different news feeds or data feeds and so on. So that becomes your kind of major criteria. Then lastly, if you're kind of into more, let's call it sophisticated charting and more flexibility in terms of options that you have kind of going forward, I think you kind of really come down to 4 options: Esignal, Multicharts, NinjaTrader and Tradestation. And what I'd say about Esignal is it's the integrated data and charting, which is pretty good, and then you kind of can choose your broker. A little bit on the pricier side, but the range of price differential is not large, and that shouldn't be the kind of the sole criteria that you use to make your decision. Multicharts is very similar to Tradestation with some kind of nice bells and whistles. It also gives you the freedom to choose your data provider and your broker if you want that. NinjaTrader comes from this kind of trade management kind of historical background, and they are still extremely strong at that. And again, it kind of gives you these options in terms of data and brokerage. Then lastly, Tradestation. This integrated option of not having to worry about data anymore, having a top-notch kind of charting platform, back testing, automated trading and so on, with an easy language which is extremely simple to use, plus the added functionality of having kind of the broker built into the whole system. That kind of integrated package is pretty unique and it's pretty strong. And then if you can get that for like the cost of your data feed of $25 or $30 a month, that's an extremely strong kind of proposition too. So there we go, long video, I apologize for that, but quite a lot of information there. So if you're looking around at different charting platforms and charting software, I hope the video helps you.